Perhaps the most personally upsetting part of the story is the lengths to which the leadership of the department has gone to prevent me from testifying here today. On Friday night around 9:15, I learned that the Deputy Attorney General's office had directed the Department's Security and Emergency Planning Service to send 2 armed Special Deputy U.S. Marshals to my home to serve me with a letter. The letter was a warning to me about the risks of testifying here today. But I am here because I will not be bullied into concealing the ongoing corruption and abuse of power at the Department of Justice.
I now yield to my colleague, Mr. Raskin, for his opening statement.
Hold the Constitution and the integrity of the legal profession. Just as Ms. Oyer, I understand the Deputy Attorney General tried to send armed marshals to your home at night to deliver a clear message not to speak to us at today's hearing. And yet I see you here today undaunted and unbowed, proving to Mr. Blanche and any other Trump official that you can't bully and silence everyone.
We're also joined by Ryan Croswell, who served as a federal prosecutor in the public integrity section.
Perhaps the most personally upsetting part of the story is the lengths to which the leadership of the department has gone to prevent me from testifying here today. On Friday night around 9:15, I learned that the Deputy Attorney General's office had directed the Department's Security and Emergency Planning Service to send 2 armed Special Deputy U.S. Marshals to my home to serve me with a letter.
Now we have 68 court orders that have been.
The letter was to be served at my home between 9 o'clock and 10 o'clock on Friday night. I was in the car with my husband and my parents, who are sitting behind me today, when I got the news that the officers were on their way to my house where my teenage child was home alone. Fortunately, due to the grace of a very decent person who understood how upsetting this would be to my family, I was able to confirm receipt of the letter to an email address, and the deputies were called off. The letter had been emailed to me just before 8 o'clock that night.
Where we were used to seeing a world that was ever increasing in its freedoms.
The letter was a warning to me about the risks of testifying here today. But I am here because I will not be bullied into concealing the ongoing corruption and abuse of power at the Department of Justice. DOJ is entrusted with keeping us safe, upholding the rule of law, and protecting our civil rights. It is not a personal favor bank for the president.
For weeks, the White House has unleashed an unprecedented attack.
Could you, in 30 seconds, the difference between representing the people of the U.S. and representing the president? As we know, the line has been completely crossed here, as you know, from your own experience.
It's very concerning that the department is currently being run by people, all of whom represented the president personally. There are certain decision-making authorities of the department that have been delegated to people who personally represent the president, including oversight of matters of ethics and professional responsibility. That's evidenced in the letter that was sent to me, which was sent to me by someone who was one of President Trump's personal defense attorneys.
Despotism and you and all of
This is a way of stripping away any of the safeguards against the tremendous powers of the Department of Justice. The administration is currently attacking the safeguards within the department, as well as the safeguards external to the department, like the defense bar, that play a vital role in
which
pushing
Ms.
back.
Cohen is well aware of. Yes.
Yes. So it's sort of a multi-pronged attack on the rule of law, and that has real consequences for real people, including things like individuals being deported mistakenly or individuals being swept up in immigration raids who happen to actually be U.S. citizens. It's very, very concerning.
And thank you, Mr. Chairman.
All of the rest of us have to ask ourselves, looking back at the McCarthy era, what would we have done? What would we have done if we were faced with the loss of our jobs, if we were faced with the loss of our livelihood, if we were faced with the loss of our position? What would we have done? Well, you don't have to ask that question. Your being here is all the answer anyone could demand, and we are deeply, deeply grateful to you.